life of pain due to having a stroke back in 2002. At that time, I not only had a stroke, but then I had to have open heart surgery, and it left me partially paralyzed on my right side, where I was numb in my right hand and right foot, numbness in my face, and a lot of pain. My right foot felt as if I was standing on a steel piece of rebar, and now it feels like I'm standing on a bunched up sock. So it has changed my life immensely. I've gone from not being able to use my right hand to write with to returning to being able to use my right hand. I can now drive with my right foot and use that onto the brake, but before it was too painful and I would only use my left foot to drive with. My wife was coming here and she was showing positive results. I decided to use acupuncture because my mother had used this about 30 years ago and it had worked wonders for her. And she had been in pain since the 1920s when she was thrown from a horse. So the acupuncture I knew about and it seemed like a good idea, so that's why I came here. The process I've gone through has been very professional. Having a little bit of education myself, I understand a lot of what's going on. I'm also an engineer and a spacecraft engineer. So I understood the technology, basically what's going on here at the acupuncture clinic. I found it interesting. I did some research on my own. I haven't completed all my research, but I'm interested in how some of this is actually working and techniques that may be able to continue my recovery. Yeah. At this point in my life, I had honestly given up and didn't believe such things would be possible. So I'm very pleased with what I've had. There's always going to be skepticism in any field that you go to. I think it's important for people to come with an open mind. If you want to get better, you have to be able to try new things. I've tried drugs, I've tried exercise, I've tried all kinds of things. And for me, using different techniques like this, I think has helped me immensely. I think you should come and see her in particular because number one, I do speak some Chinese and she was able to relate to me in Chinese. So I thought that was very interesting. I've had some very educational discussions with her and I have found that helps to ease some of my anxieties towards what they are doing. I still have a little bit of a speech impediment, but I think that's going to never go away, but we'll see what happens in the future.